What's up, y'all? We in here with the Beatz N Bitz Podcast. I'm gonna figure out how to do this live stream shit for real. But right now,
Man, fuck these niggas, 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 fuck these niggas that be rapping that they big time trapping, but in real life they capping, ain't shit happening. Fuck these niggas that be acting like stars off in the club. In real life you work hard off in the club. Fuck these niggas that ran off on Nicki for Cardi B. Fuck these niggas always talking shit, bitch, we gon' see. Fuck these niggas always tripping off what the fuck they say. He a legend in real life, you just a naysay. When it's time to hit the set. Fuck these niggas always talking about they hard and they gangster. When them folks kill our people, they don't never thank them. Fuck these niggas always talking about they eating off their raps. Fuck these niggas, man, they shit don't even slap. Fuck these niggas one more time, they switch on me before I eat. Fuck these niggas, man, they always find a way to hate on me. Fuck these niggas. Fuck them, 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 fuck them. Hey, fuck these niggas, 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 fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas, 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 fuck these niggas. Yeah. Shout out Nicki Minaj. My boy Nasu Fuji on the beat. And I'm back rapping. I got tired of waiting on niggas to put on for the city. Niggas still talking shit. So, you know. And we back. What's up, y'all?
What's good?
What's up? What's up?
Oh, Breezy.
I'm not.
No, you said what? Online.
No, I ain't say nothing online. I'm good.
I said where the hoes at?
Oh, where the hoes at? Oh.
Where they at, please?
Let me open up my Holodex.
Woo!
Oh shit!
I can't remember where the hoes at.
Okay, my Holodex.
You know where they at. Breezy be knowing where they at, dog. He don't want to be set them hoes.
Breezy, I know you in Florida, bro. So you know where they at, dog.
You know that's why I be asking them. So when I come
downtown, they in Maine, they everywhere, dog.
They everywhere.
He said they everywhere. Anyway,
it's straight, chill. It's straight, bro.
Yeah, my boo for real though.
Huh?
Be for real. Don't be just give me a homie pay.
Okay. So you want me to give you my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. I ain't gonna lie. Like the chorus, it was straight. Flows. At first, in the beginning, the flow was like, it was alright, but then you picked up as the song progressed. So I mean, it's a good party song. I like, it's straight. It was produced, engineered well.
All right, Breezy. What say you?
I like it a lot. The only thing is, I'm not sure I understand what he was saying. I think he was saying something about fuck those niggas, but I'm not too sure.
Fuck these niggas.
No, I like it. I like it. It was good. It was good. Like Link said, you picked up the second half of it, and it was like, okay, now we going. Now,
like you were going real good. Though,
it reminds me of that. What was his? Not Lil Flip. What the fuck? I'm thinking Lil Flip. No, not him. Lil Jon, like the old school Lil Jon shit.
Yeah. That's what I was going for. That's what exactly what I was going for. Like an updated version of that shit.
They kill. Like, it's funny though, cause like when you was rapping, we kept saying "fuck these niggas." I was like, damn, I was low key laughing. That shit was funny to me. It's like fuck these niggas, fuck these. That's
what I was going for. Like, I mean,
this shit was funny.
I mean, Breezy know the story behind what that song, what the song is, who and what, and all of that. And I just like a lot. I not just that, but I was talking about like, you know, we got like I saw the story of the dude who shot at George Zimmerman 20 times, and it's like niggas in the hood, gangsters and all that. Like when it's time for when shit happen in our community, we quick to kill each other. But I never see one of these gangster niggas go.
Oh yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? Like you don't see that. I was
thinking the same thing.
Like so that's why I came up with that. Then you know, of course, everybody switching sides on Nicki and Cardi B. You know, niggas, local celebrity niggas. You know, across the world, it ain't just necessarily people from here hitting me about was like, who was I talking about here in St. Louis, and I just it ain't directed towards nobody in St. Louis because I feel like I'm the hardest artist out in this mother, and I gave niggas just like Thanos, I gave niggas 10 years to put on for the city, and niggas have failed. So I just feel, and this niggas I
no mercy.
It's niggas I fuck with, but you know, like Telpo, I fuck with Telpo, JR, Doughboy, I fuck with the Knuckles, you know, and there's other niggas that I fuck with too. But you know, if niggas wanna, you know, it is what it is. And I had like little issues and stuff because I had my commentary on stuff in the city, and I was just like, hey, let me comment on this, and niggas got mad like it. But for real though, it was the biggest thing that niggas was even talking about. You know what I'm saying? I had made like it was 2 videos, and niggas got butt hurting their feelings. But it's like, you know, I took the shit down because you know niggas started threatening me, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not finna go to war with these niggas, and these niggas ain't even really. Like I gave niggas their biggest look in their career, and you know that shit still ain't cracking off. And like all the niggas that was like in agreement with them didn't go buy their CD. You know what I'm saying? It was like the video had like 2,000 views on this shit, 100-some comments, and niggas' album still went triple styrofoam. So you know what I'm saying? Like
triple styrofoam.
I'm just saying, like, you know, but and there was some other shit that happened behind the scenes, but it's just like with the niggas that me and Breezy know, like it's not. I want to just come on here and say, you know, even with all that, because them niggas started hitting me up. I'm not even gonna, you know, fuck these niggas. I'm not even finna give these niggas no, because I was being cordial with niggas, you know. And niggas have done me dirty and all that, and I just made that song for people who've been done wrong, and they've been doing good for niggas. And the moment you call niggas out on their bullshit, or you got some constructive criticism, or whatever the case may be, like people feel like if people feel like it's for you, then you DM me and we talk about it. But I ain't say nobody names. It ain't directed towards nobody. I ain't sending nobody inbox. I'm not into talking shit or talking about what I'm gonna do to people on the net, like, you know, and you know, that just ain't how I get down. I don't know what's the fuck going on, but all I know is, you know, all the niggas that was threatening me, Darren Wilson still walking around. George Zimmerman still walking around. Like, you niggas want to do some shit, you know, for you internet video game niggas. Logan Paul and PewDiePie still walking around, and y'all niggas and y'all niggas walk up and walk around and be around these niggas at conventions, and you don't do shit. You talk all that shit online, but you don't do shit. So, you know, I just made that song for niggas like that. You know, it ain't direct. Like I said, it's not directed towards nobody. I don't want no beef or no smoke. It's just a party song. But anyway, on to today's topic, nigga. E3. Well, what y'all want to do first? Avengers, or are we gonna do E3?
Well, I mean, we can do Avengers. It don't matter.
Well, hold on, Breezy. Yeah, you seen it yet?
Nah, but I'm up to date on it.
I'm still man. Fuck these niggas that spoiled the ending of the goddamn movie for Breezy. Goddamn it,
that song can relate to anyone, dog.
Yeah,
that's just doing some fucked up shit. Fuck shit.
Like,
yeah.
Breezy called. Well, I called Breezy after I had left the show, right? And I said, dog, I was like, man, because I'm thinking you had told me that you was gonna go see it. But then, you know, I hit you, Breezy, and you said there was some stuff going on, so y'all wasn't going to see it right then. So, you know, I was like, then you told me about the nigga who spoiled the ending of the goddamn movie, and I was low-key pissed. You know, I was just like, niggas could not wait 72 hours, or not even that, but the weekend.
That's why you stay off social media, man, when the new anticipated movie comes out.
No, fuck that. I gotta be on here every goddamn day. You whole ass niggas. I'm just saying, like, y'all whole ass niggas. I'm just saying, y'all gotta get on here. Cause, you know, you the same niggas that was hating on Gambino, because you niggas ain't get no goddamn pussy. Fuck these niggas. Shit.
We gotta talk about that shit.
I'm just saying, you not put
that video was too powerful, dog.
I gotta see it again, nigga. Because
he had some biblical stuff in there, bro. That it was crazy.
Yeah. Especially now that I'm a little lightweight tipsy over here with my damn concoction off of this bitch. Anyway, so okay. E3 leaks. Okay, did Walmart Canada leak E3? Let me see here.
Oh Lord.
Games Radar. I fuck with Games Radar. You know, they got rid of half the niggas I used to like. Shout out Laser Time Podcast. Just Cause 4. God damn it. So Splinter Cell, we knew that was coming because they had that shit up on Ghost Recon. That ain't no surprise. Just Cause 4, ain't no surprise. Dragon Quest 2. The fuck? Okay. Destiny Comic. That's another DLC. Borderlands 3, we knew that was coming. Assassin's Creed. Lego DC Villains. Rage 2. You
want me to just run down them all?
I'm doing it right now. Forza Horizon 5. Wait a minute. They gonna have 5?
Yeah. They got Dragon's Quest 2.
Wait a minute. Hold on. They skipping 4. Wait a minute. They doing 4.
No, Forza 4 came out.
No, Forza Horizon 5. Okay, it might be Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah.
And Gears of War 5. Well, we knew that was coming. I didn't even play. Okay, so then they got everything that's on. Let me see here. What is this? I can't even see this damn.
Last of Us Part 2.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They got these fucking JPEG. Upload that shit from like a fucking Nokia phone.
Yeah, let me see here. We knew that.
There you go. Let me
be right there. Grand Theft Auto and Central Enterprise started. They need to get that.
I sent you a JPEG in chat.
I'm looking at. Hold on, let me see this. This is good.
This is far better than that shit you got.
Yeah, it's goddamn.
I'm telling you, that shit look like it was uploaded on a Nokia phone or some shit.
Yeah, nigga flip phone. Metroid Prime. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Assassin's Creed. Final Fantasy 7. Well, we know that's coming. Goddamn it! I'm waiting on that shit. Division 2. Insurgent Sandstorm.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. Final Fantasy 7. Rage 2.
Final Fantasy 7, yeah.
Nigga, I need to go back and finish Final Fantasy 7. Nigga, I ain't never beat it.
There's another Assassin's Creed.
Of course, but it ain't gonna come out until they said that way gonna come out in 2020. So,
but yeah, it's some solid shit.
Kudos to Ubisoft for not slamming shit down our throat, nigga.
Yeah, they got a lot of good shit coming out, man. Yeah,
so I gotta I'm thinking, okay, so for the Nintendo conference, we're gonna probably get I'm hearing a lot of what's that shit called? What's the name of that shit?
What?
What's the name of that shit? F-Zero talk.
Oh yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of well, we know Pokemon coming in.
Oh yeah. Switch. Yeah.
Bethesda, I hope please let the public come through there because I heard last year y'all was letting niggas get drunk and eat on y'all at 2:00 in the morning. So, I'm gonna have me some consent cards on that. I'm just saying, nigga, hey.
Motherfucker said consent cards. What?
I'm just saying.
What Monopoly does that shit come with? Those are consent cards.
Hey, Killzown, what's your intentions though when you get there?
I'm just saying we gonna be there working. Nigga. I'm about to bust down. I got some reviews I need to upload. Finish and upload some editorials we're gonna have on beatsandbitz.com. Like I'm about to upstart this shit. Yuki the Snowman, shout out to that nigga. He been working hard over there. I gotta send him a little something for his effort. So shit. But yeah, man, shit. I'm going there to play these goddamn games. So Kingdom Hearts 3 just announced that the Tangled World. We've been seeing that same demo, but we got to see a little bit extra gameplay.
Yeah.
So, nigga, I'm trying to go and play all these goddamn games, and then, if I got time for the hoes, then I got time for the hoes, but I'm not going to be making them. We're going to be seeing my family being a tourist, going to the beach. If I just swing it, maybe go to Disney World right quick, go to the Toy Story land, eat some Pizza Planet.
Got hoes.
Crackdown 3.
Different
area code. No, I don't. We were just talking about that, man. Shout out to BBW Breezy.
What?
Not BBW. The girl I had on her interview.
Oh, I was about to say, fuck you,
nigga. You already know. Shit.
He did an interview. I remember that. That's the one on Instagram, right?
Yeah, her followers still going up and shit because of that shit. She over here think. Anyway, we ain't finna we already told y'all niggas that story off air. But yeah, nigga, we ain't finna she think she the homie. Like I had to just put it out there because she thinking a nigga trying to come through and fuck. Now, now if she put it on a nigga, then I ain't gonna. What I'm gonna do? Call the police? What I'm gonna do, nigga? Oh shit! Wait a minute. Damn. Ooh.
That nigga sipping.
Yeah, I'm sipping, but I ain't simping, nigga. Hell no. She think a nigga finna be out here. I am not going out here. I'm not finna be out here like my nigga O'Shea, dog. He be going. O'Shea be going out, but see, he be going out the country and get his trick on. So I can't even get mad at that. That's a new wave. That's the new drip, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm going out the country. But yeah, dog. Dog, I need to quit drinking this shit, especially if old girl coming through. But anyway, no, but see, wait a minute. So yeah, how the fuck Walmart gonna upload this shit? And
Walmart said,
they be on Walmart. They getting a check, nigga.
Walmart be on some other shit, man. They be selling shit for like $20 and $30 on the street value all the damn time.
Oh yeah. But see, that's the thing with that though.
That's fucked up, man.
Walmart done turned into fucking Target. You can go in there and just walk around for hours and not see a motherfucker. And then when you do, he acts surprised that there's someone in the store. Like, yo, I need help or something. Oh, you do? Like, yeah, motherfucker, come here. Where have you been?
It'd be like 3
And
motherfuckers
nobody,
under
they
the.
always gotta call somebody to the electronics section.
Right?
God damn.
What are y'all doing?
Right.
Making Christmas CDs
And then
fucking
get
in the back.
upset though. I'm like,
Right? They get a bro.
I'm like,
there's this
hey,
one
I just
black
want this
dude.
game here. I'm like, damn, like I gotta get the keys.
Listen, I don't care when I go to Walmart. There's this one black dude in Walmart. I don't know if he hate his job or his life.
He probably
But
do.
This dude is always upset about something. And I'd be like, yo, he ain't even mean mugging. He ain't got resting bitch face. This dude's just like, he got a scowl on. Like, this motherfucker is Wolverine in disguise. Just mad for no fucking reason. And I'm like, man,
Walmart though, man. I was talking to a dude that worked at Walmart because he was getting my phone together, and he was just saying, I was like, man, you all right? He was like, no, man, I just hate my damn managers. Let's make this job stressful. So it could be the management though, like in Walmart.
I don't know.
And I know how they feel.
So apparently, niggas, we got the damn. Oh, it's fake. Let me see it. Oh, okay. No. It was a fake 4 plan. Damn, this convention center is huge. God damn. Shit, this is twice as big as the Boston Convention Center, nigga. When I went to damn shit, I guess I ain't gonna be able to wear them damn what's some shits them damn Ewans, nigga. I need to get me some New Balance, nigga. Shit. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Is you over fucking a bitch over there, dog? You was
no! I was just snapping my fingers. I got that song in my head. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas.
You fucking a bitch too, nigga. God damn.
Hey, Killzown, why you play that song now? When I fuck somebody's bitch, bro, I'll be thinking about that. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas.
Oh
my god.
God damn. Yeah. Nah, no, I ain't gonna ask you about the link. Never mind.
Okay.
But anyway.
Oh, wait, I think I knew what you was about to ask.
No. That's off the air, nigga. That's off the air.
Okay, yeah, don't do that shit.
Tell me that later.
Yeah, shit about to slide in this bitch.
I've been telling you niggas go ahead and stalk in the comments, nigga. Shit.
I know,
anyway.
dog.
Yeah.
But I just had to leave it alone. I do be thinking about sometimes though, but I was just like, nah.
Man, hit her ass in like 2 weeks. But anyway, next topic. Nintendo Prime. What? It's the new Nintendo service. They coming out in September. It's gonna be $20 a year. You're gonna be able to get like 20 NES games or whatever, Super NES games. Let me see real quick. I want to make sure I got this shit right. The niggas is freaking out about Nintendo Prime. So let me see. Is it Nintendo Prime? Let me see here. Nintendo own Nintendo Switch online service. Make sure I got this shit. Nintendo Switch online release date, pricing, and perks. Okay, let's go ahead. Polygon, our favorite website. Well, I mean, shout out. I ain't gonna say shout out because Breezy might cuss my ass out if I say that shit.
Nah, you good.
But Brian Consente left though, so shit.
Yeah.
You on Rolling Stone and shit. But anyway, so you get 20 NES games. You get Ice Climber, Legend of Zelda, Balloon Fight, Soccer, Tennis. Shit, baseball ain't on this bit. Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, Dr. Mario, Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong. And it is, how much is it? How much is this shit? It's $20. And they got a family membership. It's 8 people for a year. It's $34.99. You're gonna have cloud saves and
yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about Nintendo Prime. This is just like, I mean, who's I don't know, man. Like, who's looking forward to playing old NES shit? I don't know too many
No,
people.
well, I mean, you gonna have to pay for it to get it online, but they're gonna be giving out free games and shit.
Yeah, but like, who
Not
wants NES shit though?
I mean, that's what it's gonna start out with, because you know they gotta compete with fucking Xbox Live. Cause see, Xbox PSN, and you know, I think Xbox is gonna announce that Xbox Live is gonna be $70 with Game Pass or $80 with Game Pass, and nigga will pay that for 1 year to get both. And then $100 if you want EA Access, Game Pass, and Xbox Live, and a nigga will pay that for all three. All three of y'all. I mean, shit. I'm having a hard time not playing all this shit on there. I got on the Xbox the other day. They had Super Mega Baseball 2. Like, damn.
I feel like a lot of people just want this type of shit just so they can say, oh yeah, I rebought this. I have it on this platform. I can play it now. And it's just like, I mean, they're not even doing nothing with it. It's not like they upgrading it or they HDing the shit. They just straight up and down just porting the shit. And it's like, fuck the middleman. Just go get a Super Nintendo off eBay and all these damn games that are dirt cheap.
I mean,
most of the ones.
But Breezy, hold on though. Smash Brothers is coming out, and you know niggas is trying to play.
But that's a new version of Smash Bros. That's not an old ass version of Smash Bros.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they incentivizing it, and they said they was gonna be dropping off free games every month. So the SNES is just when you sign up to get the thing. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do going forward.
It's gonna be a bunch of lame ass shit. It's gonna be a bunch of lame ass. Oh, here's Mario Super World 3 for the 15th time. Oh,
hey,
Yoshi's
niggas will play Super World 3. I remember playing this shit when I was young, though.
Yeah, but it's like you can get the shit, and then they're gonna make another console, and they're like, oh yeah, get that Nintendo Prime. Oh, what's
I get
available?
what you're saying. But I want to say this too. I think like whenever you make these old games and shit, I mean, we just long as it got good graphics, like it's in HD. We don't give a fuck. Like niggas gonna pay for that shit, and that's.
But it ain't gonna be in HD though.
It's just a port.
They just like the SNES Classic.
Oh, okay. Now I see what Breezy talking about.
Yeah, it's just a port.
Okay.
Some more sucker shit they trying to pull on people. Like, yo, we got your favorite games.
So basically, you playing one of the old classic games.
You back? Yeah, you say you basically. That's what they giving everybody to wet they whistle.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but if like I said, man, I think Microsoft is gonna do, because I just walked up in the Xbox store and they got Game Pass $60 finally for a whole damn year, and I'm glad they did that shit too. But so what's y'all prediction? Because that's pretty much my most concrete.
I'm gonna predict that shit gonna come out. And they're going to put some of the same popular shit they put on the Wii out on that platform.
No. I'm talking about for the E3 as a whole.
Oh, E3 as a whole? Well, it's going to be Super Smash Bros. We might get a Metroid. We might get a Panzer Dragoon. We might get, the classic shit they like to come out. Because people have been fiending for another console-based Pokemon. And I think that's going to be fly as fuck because... The Wii, the Wii U, what is it called? The Switch is portable now, so imagine a fucking Pokemon on your Switch. It's gonna be off the fucking charts, looks wise. So I imagine that's what they're gonna do. Nintendo always go to that Pokemon, Mario. Well, we already had Mario, Sonic maybe, which is Sega shit, but that's probably gonna come out there.
Sega, yeah. And
there you go, and motherfuckers gonna lose their shit, and then it's the shit in between, because really Nintendo's only like 4 or 5 IPs, and that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But make sure y'all like, comment, favorite, subscribe for the one time. Hit the notification bell so you can tell when we upload and go live. Share this video. Yeah. So and make sure y'all share it out too, y'all. I forgot to say that earlier. You gotta make sure the hoes know we back live. So. The next thing is Kanye West. Your boy out here he big tripping, but I don't even think he big tripping. Let me give y'all my take on it with Kanye.
Okay, we can talk about this all day. Well, you go.
Kanye, like, to me, ducks off, and he does what everybody should do. Like, I think he put all these niggas on, and he put these niggas on, right? And then they all just, when his mama died, they all just stopped fucking with him. Like, when the mama died, Jay stopped really fucking with him. They was just like, well, shit, we rich, we off doing our thing, so, you know, rest in peace to Donda or whatever. But I don't think niggas went and checked on this nigga Kanye like that. I don't think they did. Like, I don't think niggas really actually, because that's why this nigga just started disappearing and reappearing and only tweeting when his album and shit get ready to come out, because, you know, niggas laughed him off the stage and shit like that. It's like, ain't none of y'all niggas gonna come to support me, and none of y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like about us. Like, we check on each other and see what's going on. We might not talk every day, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't take that shit for granted from y'all, and I just feel like a lot of these John Legend, Ryan Fest, GLC, all these niggas that was brought up under Kanye, these niggas got rich. Keisha Cole, all these motherfuckers got rich fucking with Kanye, and then everybody got some shit to say about it, but they ain't tweet the nigga and say, hey, yo, you good. Only person I think ever did that shit was Q-Tip.
Oh, no, John Legend and T.I. went out there.
No. That was after the fact.
You talking about once his mom died, did they check on him?
I'm talking about over, because, you know, a nigga mama dying. Yeah. You know, any family members, like, well, you know.
It's just emotional damage, though. You go ahead, Breezy, then I'll go.
Well, I watched his interview with Leonard. And
Charlemagne, nigga, just say Charlemaine. Damn.
Nah. I watched the interview. I ain't letting that go. No, no. This is my thing. She said to him, "Bring on some other legends, my nigga, and they'll say what I'm saying." And they did, and this nigga still riding hard with Monique or some other nigga. You had not Paul Mooney. What's the boy? Sinbad up there. Sinbad was like, yeah. Then he had some other. He had what's other Lunella? Then Lunella was like, yeah, they ain't paying us, and he ain't had shit to say. He ain't come at them the same way. Like, man, fuck you, dude.
But see, hold on. But Lunella and Sinbad, hold on. Lunella and Sinbad said they listened. They didn't say they wasn't not boycotting Netflix.
Nigga, it ain't even about the boycotting. She said, ask them if they underpaid. They said, yeah, we underpaid. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You can disagree with the Netflix shit all you want, but she underpaid. That's facts.
I mean, but see, he ain't gonna. This is the thing about it. He said after she had disrespected him afterwards that he had pretty much blocked her because he felt like
he disrespected her first.
Well,
he called her donkey of the day at first. Like, my nigga.
I mean, he did.
No, I mean, he is wrong.
Everybody said though. Like, he didn't.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Okay,
hold on. Motherfucker say, look, I'm underpaid in this industry. My other coworkers say they underpaid as well, and you only give her donkey of the day. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I want Viola Davis up there on that bitch. I want the other black chick up on that bitch. I want Sinbad up there since he agreed with Monique up there. Like, no, fuck him. He got that selective amnesia bullshit, man. No, he messed me with that.
He gave Kanye the donkey of the day. He gave Azalea Banks the donkey of the day. Like,
well, Azalea Banks on some fuck shit anyway. That bitch up there sacrificing chickens in closets and shit.
Well, I mean, she's pretty much said the same thing about the same shit we saying about Kanye. And the same shit we said about, you know, she was talking about Cardi B and a lot of other shit, like people, shit the niggas was saying.
Like,
she's been saying that same shit and they all call her crazy. But you know what?
Well, like Dave Chappelle said, the industry calls you crazy when you don't accept a great deal, right?
Well, see, this is my thing. Oh, on Kanye. And on baby girl Azalea Banks. My thing is this. They say what they got to say, and they move the fuck on. We as a people trip off of what the fuck they got to say.
Okay.
I mean, I understand they got influence, but it's like I could give a fuck about what Kanye's saying. No disrespect to them or Kanye.
Link, you gonna jump in or what? Because I can jump in. I can rant about this afterwards.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about the Kanye West. I'm on that. I'm a huge Kanye fan and everything, and the stuff he said on TMZ. I mean, I really felt like I had to calm down a little bit. I really felt like he disrespect our ancestors, our lineage. Now, I kind of understood what he was talking about as far as mental slavery, because yes, that is a choice. You choose to, assign yourself or work at a corporation that you don't like for money. We're a slave. Like I said, I made a video about this. Slave to the dollar bill. We slave to our bills. You slave to, existing in a way. If you don't have no type of way to control your own money. And I just felt like he didn't successfully articulate himself when he stated that he was one of the worst examples, saying 400 years of slavery was a choice. And I understand where you're coming from, because I used to follow him. I've been listening to him since 2004. Yeah, he did put a lot of people on, like, with Talib Kweli and Common. He started good music, put Pusha T on. He put Asahai the Prince on, all those individuals and stuff. But I still feel like you have to be accountable for the things that you say. And then you running for, you quote unquote say you're going to run for president in 2024, and you're not politically aware what's going on. Like, you don't even know about the travel ban that President Trump was doing. I mean, he doesn't know a lot of things when it comes to politically. So no, but let me say this though. My thing is this: it's like, don't speak on things that you have little knowledge about. So, for instance, remember I said, like, you can't get upset if an engineer prescribed a patient that has heart problems the wrong heart drug, right? And then this patient's heart just end up exploding or die. Then you get upset with him, like, dang, why did you do that? Well, he's not a doctor. He's an engineer. He has a different profession. He has little knowledge about those things. So my thing is I'm trying to say is that Kanye West is an entertainer, so we can't really expect for him to speak on our political behalves. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like if Kanye West, if you're going to talk about these issues, you got to come in with facts. You can't just sit up here and say, I successfully support this, or the reason why I say this, and don't elaborate on it. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like he was jumping into a field they had little knowledge about, and it just kind of backfired on him.
Okay.
That's just me.
And I get that. And I feel like I get it. And at the same time, you just got to understand, like, what's going on with Kanye, and this is really just telling about black, like, mental health as a whole, and then black people in mental health. Like, people, like, I'm not so quick to get upset at Kanye because, shit. I just, like, no, I'm saying, like, I understand, like, the nigga being in his own zone. Like, we allow ourselves, I think what he does is good to a point. I don't think he needs to keep speaking about shit. And people, he even said, Kim told him and his team, everybody told him not to speak about shit, but he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway because I'm me. Like, this is me. Like, I can't decide. They got him and they try to put him on medication and deal with all of his breakdowns and shit like that. But I feel like he been holding that shit in for so goddamn long, and none of the niggas that he put on did nothing until now. They feel like, oh, well, he good. He got the girl he wanted. He got all this money and shit like that. Come to find out, he was in debt. He was in debt. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit was going on. And it's like nobody gave a fuck until he said the shit. We need to start as a people checking on our people, being with our people, and monitoring. And that's why my mom always gets on me about calling her and checking on her. And if I don't call her, she'll call me. Like, we need to do that shit more, because it seems like in the black community, no matter how much money you got, motherfuckers is still like going through shit silently. Like, niggas can't, and men especially, black men especially, we are supposed to just go through all this shit and don't have no outlet or release. So that's what. And then you got a nigga that's extremely talented, compounded on his mama dying. He feel like it's his fault. He feel like it's his fault for his wife getting robbed. The nigga is going through shit. The niggas that's supposed to be around him and give a fuck about him don't really give a fuck about him until it's time for niggas to get some goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, like, that's my whole issue with the backlash is niggas wait until they are upset at a motherfucker. Like, that's why I made my video, like, black people is mad as Kanye because they can't use him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't necessarily like in the whole Monique situation. I felt like Monique, and I told you how I felt about it. Like I felt like Monique had the power to just turn around and do her own shit like Chappelle did. Because Chappelle didn't even once cry about it because he walked away from all that money and ended up getting triple or quadruple of what they was gonna give him. So it's like, you know, when a motherfuckers is crying for help, like we should, like I don't think we should have shunned Monique like we did. Like motherfuckers was being mad, disrespectful, including Charlamagne. But I feel like when motherfuckers need help, that verbal shit is cool, calling the motherfucker sin, but sometimes you got to go see about a nigga before the shit is going on. And motherfuckers didn't fuck with Monique because she has took her stance and how she wasn't gonna let motherfuckers fuck her and make these decisions for her. Same thing with Azalea Banks. She didn't bite her tongue. Kanye didn't bite her tongue, but niggas don't necessarily give a fuck about them until they can get something out of the deal. And that's the problem that I have with black people in the whole. That's the reason why I made the goddamn song, because niggas will use your ass and leave your ass stinking. Basically.
Right. Let me jump in here. There are multiple points that need to be addressed. You got mental health, you got overall the dynamic of a community, and then you bringing in the Monique situation and everything like that. But I'm gonna push the Monique situation to the right because I could rant about that shit all day.
No, I was just comparing that, Breezy, because it's the same. The people saying
when you say that people should have supported Monique, right? They should have, but when you have people like Charlamagne, Leonard coming out and throwing her under the bus, and she says, "Would you do that to your moms?" and he says no, that shows you what the mentality is. It's like, if you ain't my family, I'm not gonna ride for you regardless if you got the same skin tone as me. And she said it in the interview. Listen, I may not get the $1 million deals, but I'm willing to lay on the sword first. So you don't feel none of that sword at all when it's your turn to come through. You got to remember, we stand on the backs of giants, and oftentimes the giants ain't supported. Because how many other people have tried to come through and make waves and reach back and pull up and help people out, and they just throwing them under the bus because of what the status quo says is right or wrong? Like even Dave Chappelle, when Dave left, everyone said Dave was crazy for leaving $50 million on the table. And he was, in air quotes, America's darling. He was America's black comedian. Dave Chappelle wasn't chosen by the black community. Dave Chappelle was chosen by white communities and white society, the structure. That's Dave's audience, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when Dave came back, everybody wanted Dave because he left in such a fantastic way. Even Eddie Murphy was chosen by us, but he crossed over when he did Beverly Hills Cop, and people are thirsting for an Eddie Murphy film or a comedy special. Mm-hmm. So I don't think you can compare really Monique with Dave, because Dave by far made far more money than Monique. Easily.
Yeah, but this is still my thing though.
This is why I said it's multiple topics.
But I'm saying the only reason why I brought up the Monique in relation to Kanye. Yeah, motherfuckers was supporting her verbally, but then nobody going and actually put no money.
Nobody was supporting her. Nobody was supporting Monique. Everybody got every opportunity to shit on Monique. They shit on Monique. Even when she brought up valid points in her various interviews, whether it was Hot 97, Power 105, the one other show with the Latina chick in California, everybody threw her under the bus. They got a script from whoever on the radio station, and they threw her under the fucking bus because they were like, "Oh, I'm not finna boycott Netflix." It's beyond that, nigga. You can keep your Netflix, but still beat on Netflix door like, "Hey, one of these black chicks deserves $1 million, and I believe she's qualified." And they heard that scream out, and next thing you know, they let it leak out, because you got to understand, when you have deals like this, you sign non-disclosure agreements, and you know that shit how it go for games. So when they let it leak out that Tiffany Haddish is the $1 million black chick, that was for them. That's them doing PR. That's them saying, "Hey, don't come after us. We got one already." That's what that shit was. Now, if Monique would have been quiet and never said that shit, we would have never known how much Tiffany got. We wouldn't have known that shit. And I don't see anybody jumping down Amy. What's that bitch name? Amy, not Amy Winehouse. I don't know what the bitch name is, but whatever. Her name is Amy. Yeah, Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer was the first one to come out and complain about being paid the proper amount at Netflix. Monique followed her, and ain't nobody jumping on Amy Schumer's fucking neck. Nobody. And this is the double standards. We are taught to accept whatever we're offered and never to argue for what we're worth. And that was her whole argument with Viola Davis, Sinbad, Lunel. Hell, Eddie Griffith said it as well at one point. But that's what I said. That's a whole nother topic. Now back to Kanye. Back to Mr. Easy. Kanye had a severe mental breakdown because I watched the interview with Leonard he gave, which was post-dated. And you can see it in Kanye's eyes. He had a very bad mental breakdown and he was in a very bad space. Okay? And people like that don't know who they really are when they suffer such a heavy loss. And I'm sure people probably said, hey, you're going to be okay. But they just didn't know how bad off he was. Because I have been around a lot of people that have been like, yeah, I'm good, I'm fine, I'll get through this, whoop-de-whoop. And then years later, you find out that they got the 12 gauge and went in the backyard. They just, it's hard. Because half of it is you got to be looking for the help. And the other half is you got to have people there who are going to pay enough attention to you to make sure you're all right. And you're talking about, unfortunately, celebrities looking after celebrities. And they got to go out on the road and earn money. He got to go out on the road and earn money. And I know that's not a valid excuse, but these are the facts of the situation. As far as black people trying to use Kanye, can't nobody use Kanye. Kanye is Kanye. But what they can do is give him misinformation like they did, and he'll run out there and say some off-the-wall shit like he did. And the thing you got to remember is Kanye's mom was a Black Panther along with his father, so he knows his shit. So I think, my opinion, they got a hold of him, they fed him some shit, and they put the hat on his head and said, take a photo with it. That's what I think happened. Because when you watch that interview, you see he hasn't even worked out some of his talking points. He's just saying shit. He's not thinking about it. And when Leonard gave him rebuttals to some of the shit he was saying, you could see him stop, think about it. I never considered that. So you see that this is a person who was broken and it's repairing themselves, trying to figure out what the hell to do. Now, the reason we pay more attention to Kanye than LaDamian or Tyrone or Jim and them on the corner with the 40 ounces, guess what? They ain't got a microphone in front of 40 to 100 million people. They don't have that type of power. They don't have that type of pull.
I get that. But see, this is my thing on that. And you know this, am of the fuck these niggas mindset. So I can't be upset with Kanye because Kanye, we put so much stock in these fucking entertainers, and we don't put no stock in the motherfuckers that actually are, actually are making the decisions around this bitch. Like we don't the same energy that we use on Kanye ass, we could be using that same fucking energy on the politicians that we elected. We could use that same energy on, because like, I was just talking to a little Snackavelli. I ain't gonna say her name, I ain't gonna blow her up. But I just wanted to shout her out because she was telling me she was in Japan, which us niggas trying to go to. And you know what I'm saying? She was like, man, they don't even, it's a fine to litter on the ground. Like, you roll through the hood, niggas don't give a fuck.
It's a fine here as well, but guess what? The police,
certain areas,
hold on.
But the police, hold on. But see, this thing about it, we don't take, like my mom always told me, because we lived in the motherfucking, just like y'all have, we lived in the motherfucking hood of hoods. Oh, like I lived on the fucking block where 90% of the motherfucking gang shootouts, the crack selling, the prostitute, like nigga, I was walking outside and it was hoes on the stroll talking about some hey baby and all. So like, but when I went in my mama house, nigga, I couldn't even drop nigga a piece of paper off of the bed.
There's a difference between your mama house and the public. There's a significant difference. But you cannot make that. No, that's not. You can't make that comparison.
But I'm saying, but if we go back to when our parents was growing up, and niggas actually took pride in themselves. We didn't have much back then, But you know, when we have segregation and desegregation and integration and all the other shit, we stopped giving a fuck about where we came from.
And
so
why was that?
I mean,
say it. Why was it the people who were at the forefront responsible for instilling these values of self-worth, cleanliness, keeping the good clothes, a good job? What happened? They got shot, assassinated. The fathers who were part of the Million Man March movements from back then, what happened to them? Were no jobs. Crack flooded the community. They saw it as a way to make money, to make ends meet. Then they got swooped up.
I mean,
we had a generation.
I understand that, Breezy, but we can't keep using that shit as an excuse.
No, we can't. But guess what? It's hard to police your own. When you try to police your own, the police get you first.
Well,
you can't expect.
Like, bro, see, that's what I'm saying. My point, like I said it up in the song, niggas, it will kill you, but they won't actively do it the right way and lobby like shit. The shit Meek doing right now. This nigga, he got out of jail, and this nigga could have just went back and made music shit. He's like, nah, I'm gonna go back and get the motherfuckers that's been wrongly convicted by these group of cops and these people. Then this old judge over here.
But how many people got Meek Mill money? How many people got Meek? Okay, go ahead.
That's why he.
Okay. Let me say this, Kill. I kind of I know we all over the place, but I kind of side with you a little bit, Kill, when it comes to, yes, you know, we can police our own as individuals. As far as like black people, I'm gonna stick to that. We can make a change, you know, and I understand too, Breezy, systematically they designed for us to fail in a way. You like you said, I believe like the crack era, and then it was a point in particular time we were together, and then they had a feminist movement, and then, you know, we changed our mindset from Republican to Democrat and all that stuff, and all those government issues, and it kind of disrupted the black family. When it disrupted the black family structure and all that stuff, and like, you know, a lot of black men in jail because of the war on crime, but we still can take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like I said, it's 2018. We got all this technology now, and we just have to start small. Like as when O'Shea was saying, especially as black men, if we just continue to like connect with one another, you know, establish this business or help each other out instead of just competing, then our women gonna come and fall in line with us. You know what I'm saying? Things are gonna get better, because you gotta think about it. So let me say this too. The KKK and white people ain't driving down to our neighborhoods and shooting us up. You get what I'm saying?
No, they going to your school.
It's these niggas. It's these niggas. No, listen.
Everybody.
It's these niggas, bro. Like, okay, when I walk down the street, bro, I don't worry about a white person trying to shoot me. I worry about these gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And they are our color, and it's sad. But we have to change the mindset of our people. The only way you can lead by example is through you. And I feel like if we teach one another, you know what I'm saying, and like we doing right now in dialoguing, I mean, it's other brothers that needs that outlet. You just got a lot of brothers that's mentally, you know, ill. You know, like I said, like family structure is broken, it's dysfunctional. A lot of that has to play within us, bro. So my thing is, that's just like saying like this, like I can't continue to blame war on drugs on why we can't get anywhere. That's just like if I'm arguing with my girl, right, and somebody just placed a gun in the middle of the floor, I got a choice to pick the shit up and kill her, or I can just say, what the fuck is this, and just throw it away and just continue to have a different or use a different option. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we have a choice in that.
I'll give you a rebuttal. You're right. We do have a choice. But like Malcolm said, there's a segment of our community that needs to be left behind. All right? This segment that y'all keep bringing up, they are a minuscule percentage of our people. But they are the ones. Wait, let me get the point out. They are the ones who are constantly having kids, not disciplining them, not educating them, because they themselves are uneducated. And they are the poster childs for the Fox News. Most of our people are well-to-do people trying to make ends meet, going to that job 9 to 5 with dreams to be a manager and everything else like that. There is some work that needs to be done. Nobody denies this. But in order for that work to be done, there needs to be a serious mental shift. Instead of the, oh, well, guess what? I'm going to march with LBGTQ. I'm going to march for the Prop 8 for gay marriage. I'm going to march for, they can't, get the random Hispanic kids who were brought here and whatnot. We have been ingrained and indoctrinated to literally do whatever it takes not to offend white folks and to fall in line with what white folks want. That's just ingrained in us. Now, I'm not saying it's genetic, but it has been indoctrinated into us from our parents, their great-grandparents, our uncles, our aunties. That shit is generational. And that's what you could say Kanye was talking about the mental slavery. It's very hard to deconstruct that just by going word of mouth. You need to literally, best way to word it, you need to literally separate us out from the traditional education, the traditional job training, the traditional nutrition, and change the whole mental structure of our community. And this is a generational thing that needs to happen, because when you look at mainstream TV, talking about Killzone's point, the reason we pay more interest into what this rapper say, this ball player say, this singer say, is because that's all programmed nonstop. TV 24/7. You'd have to cut TV out. You'd have to cut radio out. You'd have to cut all that shit out and be on top of the next generation 24/7 to make sure they understand who they are and where they come from. I just found out, put y'all some. My mom was born 1962 or 63. She told me she was 7 years old and they were living on a farm sharecropping and she didn't even know it. She just thought that was how shit went. That's 1963. 63. You feel me? I had, and I'm sure y'all too as well, I had great-grandparents, grandparents, again, aunts, uncles, don't do that. Don't go this way. I had teachers, don't do that. Don't go this way. There are so many barriers set up in our community to prevent us from having the conversations that we're happening right now, that it's amazing that we're able to get on the internet and have them. So I agree with y'all, but I also feel you guys need to understand that before we can have a conversation about fixing shit, we have to understand what broke us in the first place, remove those things that broke us and bring us back, because we had it in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s with Malcolm and King. And then we had it a little bit with our brother Farrakhan, but they put out media. Farrakhan had Malcolm assassinated and everything else like that. So it's I agree with y'all, but we can't let the nigga, I'm gonna use blunt terms here, we can't let the nigga be the poster child for the black community. The same way white people don't let the Klan member represent the whole population. The same way the Asian community don't let Hachichong represent their community. We have a, like they say with sharks, great example of Shark Week. Like they say with sharks, not all sharks kill people. They just got a bad publicist. Not all black people are horrible. We just got a bad publicist. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that, Breezy, too. Because I was talking to Killzown about this, like, in one of my friends. We shouldn't have entertainers, like I said, speak on our behalf when it comes to social issues. Politicians, I mean, you know what I'm saying? People that's qualified for the job. Now, they might have opinions, but we shouldn't be getting worked up with it. You get what I'm saying? Now, I do agree with that because, like I said, entertainers, be an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know shit about the Bushes or the Clintons, I'm not mad at you because that's not your profession. You're an entertainer. Just stick with that. Stick with the music. I get what you're saying. But I don't know. We do put too much responsibility. I don't know, because as black people in the community, we always want to look up to a leader. And because all the shit that been going on with us, and we feel like, I guess, individually, we can't collectively do anything. We always want to follow someone. And so that goes back, and to, like, the pastors, the preachers and stuff, and we look up to them, and it's a lot. It's a system. Like, that's what they did. In order to keep all the slaves in the field in check, they had a nigga in the house to watch them. In order to keep the black community in check, they got a nigga in the building preaching Jesus to us to keep us in check. When white folks go up and shoot up an entire school, they don't fucking say, well, where's the white leaders? When a Catholic priest rapes somebody, they don't say, oh, well, where's the Pope on this issue?
You don't never hear that shit. Let a dude with a do-rag or a turban on blast his ex-wife for whatever reason because he think the pussy still his or some shit. Next thing you know, where's the imams? Where's Farrakhan? They only do this shit to us because it's like they just put out a poll not too long ago where because of all of the propaganda against Muslim people are starting to now believe that their own people are far more dangerous and they're far more afraid now of their own neighbors who are also just like them. This is facts, and it's propaganda. It's that Alex Jones, that the Bilderbergs and the soda water and get your filter and it's that shit. It's that shit. And the only way you fight that shit is you have a media of your own. Telemundo. You'll never see no super negative shit on Telemundo. Granted, they don't have a lot of dark black Spanish folks on there like Amada La Negra was talking about, but you don't see that negative shit on Telemundo. You put on BET right now, you get the five cycles of being black. You broke, you selling drugs, your girl a prostitute, or you beating her ass, y'all going to church, and then y'all getting over it. Every fucking day.
And you a baby mama.
There you go. Every fucking day. Every day. It ain't never nothing just, here's Judge, like even Judge Greg Mathis, right? We fucks with Judge Greg Mathis. Had a rough childhood, sold dope, got out, got his shit together. Why don't he have an hour-long special on BET?
Because you know why? White folks own it. We don't own it no more.
So again, I feel y'all. We agree with each other. We all in agreement. Yeah. It's just, it's an insurmountable task. Can we do it with the help of entertainers? Yes, I will never discount an entertainer lending them dollars. Not all his dollars, because you worked hard for that, player. Keep your shit. But I will never discredit an entertainer giving dollars to help the cause. Like, we don't even need a lot. Just a community center. A community center where you can pay the Sherazade Ali's, the Tariq Nasheeds, the Umar Johnson, outside of some of the shit he say. I mean, Umar on some other shit sometimes.
Just starting to school and shit. But but my thing is too, we're so divided, man. You know what I'm saying? A house that's divided cannot stand. So think about, like, in the black community, like, you got Hebrew Israelites, niggas preaching in the corner, screaming about the Bible, you know what I'm saying, twisted things around, but that's a whole nother thing. Then you got niggas like of course you got the Muslims, the Islams, saying Jesus is a prophet, and you got the preachers, and we got all different, but then you got the pro-blacks, hoteps. It's just like, it's so many different like religions and avenues that we have, and I think that's one of the main reasons why it's kind of hard for us to actually collectively, like, you know what, we're still black people, regardless of what we believe, we just need to do this. Because that's what the Jews do. That's why they're so successful. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's different. It's a lot of Jews that don't, I think you got Orthodox Jews, you got some other Jews too, on a higher level. Yeah. And then they don't, it's some of them that argue all the time, but at the same time, they're like, you know what, when they rebuilding for our generation, building for our community, they're always the lawyers, the doctors, they doing things, and they spend their money within each other, and it multiplies 10 times fold. We have a 1.3 trillion spending power collectively as a black people. You know what I'm saying?
It's a code of conduct. We've lost our code of conduct.
And our money leaves our community, like within 6 hours?
Yes, but again, it goes back to when integration happened, because you had all of those infrastructures. You had the black guy that make ice, the black guy that make ice cream, the black guy that made soda. We had black train-owned businesses. We had black plane-owned businesses. We had all that shit. But what happened is the moment we integrated, white folks put out a bunch of ads that said, Negro Jim's ice isn't as cold as my ice. Bitch, it's ice. Ice is ice. But we fell into that trap. And there was a bunch of us, unfortunately, I got to put it there. There was a bunch of us who came from that house, on that hill, on that plantation, and they fed that shit to us. And
do you think, maybe ask you this, do you think integration hurt us?
I believe it did, because all of those black businesses, it wasn't a case of white men and white women. I mean, in some cases, it's going to their towns, burning them down and shit like that. But a lot of it was the propaganda that came out that made our people believe that their shit wasn't as good. Like, even now, you go to a black restaurant and it's a pizza joint, right? They serve you some pizza and they don't put enough sauce on it. The pizza a little dry. You know, it's a little dry. Instead of us saying, hey, bruh, the pizza a little dry. Overall, it was good. Though. Instead of us saying that, we say, man, fuck Jerome pizza joint. I'm going to motherfucking Papa John's. That's what happened. And then Jerome got to close his pizza joint up because of one incident. Meanwhile, Papa John's done put anchovies on your shit. Done put, you know, they ain't even cook the shit all the way through, but you back at fucking Papa John's because guess what? Papa John's, you know, does the Super Bowl every year. We gonna watch the Super Bowl, y'all. But before we watch the Super Bowl, we got to go to Walmart. We can't go to Tyson's Electronic Depot. We got to go to Walmart, get the new TV, best deals. You know, but we are a consumer society that has built itself around consuming the products that are pushed to us primarily from white folks who get the shit made by Chinese and Koreans overseas for peanuts on the dollar. That's just facts. That's just facts.
Okay.
Hey, Killzown.
Yeah.
Oh, you about to move on? I was about to say something real quick.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, well, okay. Like I said, we talked about this too, and I was reading the Bible. If we be, I don't know, man, on a biblical perspective, I believe if we be humble in a way, I know it's gonna be difficult, but some people, I don't know if you heard this, but some people say like the Bible's like written for like black people, and I even know it was written for everyone, but I really think it was for us, and I feel like if we abide by these principles and we be humble and exalt ourselves, like I think things will come together. But I get what you're saying, though. I just want to add that. I get what you're saying, Breezy. Yeah. It's a huge generational thing going on. Because I always think, I don't know if you heard this, but some people believe that we were cursed and this was meant to happen because we turned away from God's laws. The
curse shit, but peep game. The curse shit was passed. I might be having this wrong, but follow me. The curse idea or the curse concept of a cursed person's or a people's comes from literally the Catholic Church, I believe, or the Queen of England, in order to approve the enslavement of our people. They had to come up with a reason to not see us as humans to even do what they did, and that's where they came up with the whole curse shit. And then you had the preachers who honestly get white dollars. Let's be honest here. Because you saw those white preachers that came out for Trump, they know where to be found now. They got paid and they gone. Come out, they say what they have to say to convince us, and they don't want to convince a lot. They just need to convince 5, 10,000 of us. And next thing you know, we spread that shit through the community like wildfire because you know the old heads going to church every fucking Sunday and talking about that shit. And now it done spread through the community, and now everybody's unsure. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, we are still in the healing process. Okay? Like a person who got their ass beat for 25 years and they get away from that abuser, right? They get away from them and then they go and talk to other people who've been abused and they still healing. But then they go to a meeting one day and a dude raises his hand and the bitch freak out. That's what's going on. We keep healing. We think we can stand up finally, we get knocked down, and then we resilient, so we stand up again. I think maybe another 5, 10 years, we're going to see another hard shift, and we're going to be even better than what we are now. But to end on this note,
I was going to ask you this, too. Do you, this is for everybody, do you think the black community as a whole is going to get better eventually? Like, I'm talking about, like, it's going to be prosperous as the whites and the Jews, or you think this shit's gonna be like forever for a huge vicious cycle, no matter how successful we get?
I think what's gonna happen ultimately, because right now we have the integrating of different races and cultures. Everybody fucking follows us because we got it like that, swag all damn day long. What's gonna happen is there's gonna be so much black and brown in the United States that the white ideology of we are number one is gonna fall to the fucking wayside, or there's gonna be a big ass another civil/war of some extent, some type of culture war to another extent in this country, where all of those guys who are holding on to that old dogma are gonna get pushed aside. Because with everybody having cell phones and cameras now, you see this shit so fucking much. Like, my mom's was like, oh my God, people are more crazy. And I was like, no, they just got more cameras. They just got more cameras. You just seeing it a lot more because people have more cameras. Like, there's a video There's a video every other week of a black dude getting shot by police, of a black dude Facebook Live getting shot by Tyrone. And
somebody told me that we're talking now because but somebody told me this dude was born in the '60s. But he was saying like, yeah, man. He was like, because I was like, man, this is getting terrible. He said, no, cops been doing that. So
is, like, you can look up the photos, bro. You can look up the photos of them sticking dogs on people, dragging them, kicking them in the head, beating them. This ain't new shit. But the problem is it's framed from peep game. Look at it like this. Look at it like this. This is why I say you gotta talk to old folks, because old folks got no filters. If you look at the frame, from the black community, it's the same shit, different day. If you look at the frame from the white community, oh, we didn't even know this was going on. We didn't know that they were beating niggas out. Dave Chappelle's joke. They up here beating niggas like pancakes. That was a phrase back then. Like my G, he like this ain't new shit for us. It's the same old shit, but to white folks it's new shit because white folks live in an insulated bubble away from this shit. They don't care. And the moment you start raising the ruckus, they get upset. Kaepernick kneeled and the whole fucking world, the whole fucking United States cried out. Like, oh my God, he just kneeled during the
disrespecting the flag. Yeah.
Right. And then if it turns out that it was a veteran that told him, oh, a better way to do it is to kneel as well instead of sitting on the bench. And you don't see people going after that white dude that told him to kneel. Like, I just again, to bookend this shit, because we've been talking for shit for a minute. I know people don't want to listen to this shit all damn day long. Never let somebody tell you who you are and what you are. And to know who you are and what you are is to know your history and to know yourself. There was a documentary. I don't even want to bring it up because it's a little too dark. Long story short, don't let the Fox Newsers of the world take a picture of Tyrone and them, Craig and them, and frame them as who you are, not only as an individual, but as a people, because you're greater than what they say you are. We are black people first and foremost, and like Farrakhan said, the nigga is what they created, but you are black first and foremost. The nigga is that what you don't want to be, and the nigga is who kills. Had a song about at the beginning of this podcast because you're right. They will slump you. They will slump you for the same type of shoes, for basketball, for petty shit. They out for themselves. They petty as fuck. They out for themselves. They have no code of conduct. They have no moral standards. They can give a fuck more or less about you because to them, the YOLO lifestyle to the umpteenth degree, and it's in other communities. The problem is it's just not as profitable. That's why what we're gonna probably roll into the Childish Gambino video is so poignant.
Oh man, that's. Hey, you want to talk about that Killzown?
I think you know what. I think we rolled up, and I think we need to say that for another episode because we didn't. Y'all just took it to a whole different level, and that's why I love about having 3 people on the show. So. If y'all want to come back tomorrow,
I get a little passionate about this stuff.
Well, no. I'm just saying because I don't want to give the folks too much, and then we need to talk behind the scenes on like when we could do it more regularly because I'm still uploading the old episodes on SoundCloud. The one when me and Breezy was going crazy. When I was doing the show, like shows and all that.
Yeah, let's say this America video because that's very deep. That's a deep video. I watched that twice. That's too deep. That video was deep.
We really need to talk about that too. A separate tip.
It's scary too.
I was just gonna say. The thing is about our people, and this is true even for the Native American community, the Hispanic community. Is that there's so much shit that went left in our communities, not only at our own hands, but the hands of those who wish to see us in ruin, that it's never as simple as media likes to make it out to be, that whole pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. It's never as simple as they make it out to be. So that's why oftentimes when I talk about it, when Link talks about it, when Killzone talks about it, that's why we get so passionate because it's like all our points are valid, but it's like, how do we deal with this? And from my standpoint and from Killzone's standpoint, from Link's standpoint, we all pretty much agree that some shit need to be done. But I'm very much we got to look at what happened before, what caused it, where we fix it, etc., and go from there. But I still feel like you said, we made $1.7 trillion in disposable incomes. Unfortunately, the music isn't reflecting doing something positive with that money. But I don't know.
But I think I don't. Should we? This whole another discussion. But should we look up to entertainers and celebrities to help us out, or can we just do this shit on our own?
Well, I think
you know what I'm saying.
It's 50-50. I think yes, we should, and no, we shouldn't. And I know that's kind of double talk, but I'll break it down. I think we should because they show that it's a better way out of the hood than selling drugs. It's not an easy way, but it's a better way out of the hood. That's the first thing. And the second thing is we have to look towards them because unlike all of us individual black people in the black community that has this disposable income, we're not on the same page. But if you're one person with one large sum of cash, can't nobody tell you can't do it because you're your own man. You're your own woman. You don't have to ask, hey, mom, hey, cousin, hey, uncle, hey, aunt, can I do this with this? Or can I do that? Nah, fuck that. You finna throw all your money in some shit to get it started. And I think that's what it's going to take. It's going to take literally, unfortunately, a black Bill Gates, a black Donald Trump, unfortunately, a black another Bill Cosby. It's without the. That's a whole nother topic too. It's
Black Bill Cosby.
We might need a part two. Killzown. There's so much to talk about.
But it's gonna take somebody to say fuck it, and I think Kanye might be that guy to say fuck it and say I'm gonna put up $1 million to have community centers across all 50 states, or however much that would cost potentially, and just have people come and donate. $1, $2 to keep the center open, keep it clean and whatnot. Because you want to talk about, there's so many topics to talk about with this issue. Because you mentioned the fucking dirty neighborhoods, and it's like, my G, take the niggas who's selling crack.
My thing is, I want to add this too. When I watched the Charlamagne and Kanye interview, I did notice that when he was asking them critical questions, like, all right, do you think if the college dropout Kanye, will he be satisfied with new Kanye? He probably like, no, probably not. But he's just saying, I think he would be happy. And my thing is, then it went off when he said he was about to build cities and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because Kanye, he's surrounded with these fashion industry owners. All they care about is money and stuff. And he was talking about how they was taking deals away from him, but he wasn't really upset because they have mouths to feed and families. And I think what he's trying to do, like I say, he see what's working. He just can't, if he sees what's working, he wants us as black people to really change our mindset and get with the program in a way collectively. We can't do this shit individually. I think that's the message he's trying to convey. Instead of just being on the Democratic plantation, that's a whole nother thing politically. But on a Democratic plantation, let's think for ourselves. Let's build for the future, because that's what these people who own Gucci and Louis doing. But go ahead.
All right.
Let me say this right, and then you get in it right. Take every entertainer, right now, have them get with Kanye, throw in $1 million or a percentage of their income if they have, let's just say 10%, right? All with Kanye. Have Kanye with that 300 acres he got or more that he can buy in the United States, because there's a lot of land for sale in the United States for dirt cheap. Have him take that money, all black clothing line, all black grocery store, all black schools, all black with their own curriculums and shit. He is literally doing what every other religious leader has said they wanted to do, what every King, Malcolm, Umar, he is setting it up right now. Every fucking body who thinks the way not maybe thinks the way he does, but understands what he's fundamentally trying to do and should surround themselves with him or go and flood him and be like, we want to be a part of this. You doing the shoe line, bro? Let me do the shirt line. You doing the shirt line? Well, let me do the grocery store. You doing the grocery store? Well, let me do energy efficient homes or some shit. Like, that's how you empower the community. Jordan could have done it. He chose not to. Kobe could have done it. He chose not to. I don't know. I want to go on a random. All right, Killzown, in this shit before we start talking again about this shit.
Yeah, this too much, man.
No. I'm just saying, like, we're gonna come back because it's a lot to talk about and it's a lot of stuff going on, and I feel like going forward, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's just we're gonna be back because I really want to have it, and I want to make sure it's digestible for people and people to marinate. Because sometimes we do these live streams, you know, be 2-3 hours long, and we be going on and on and on and on and on. And some people listen to the end, and some people won't. But I just, you know, I want to make sure it's digestible, something you can play up in your car. And if you get, we on YouTube right now. If you get YouTube Red, if you get Google Play Music. You can listen to us, you know, outside of your app or whatever. You can close it, you can download it, and do all of that good stuff. We on SoundCloud and working to get the episodes, the rest of the old episodes up there. I got all of the first set of episodes, and I'm getting ready to get the rest of the episodes up on there. And then we're gonna be starting to add other streaming services. Make sure y'all check out BeatzNBitz.com. I gotta update all of the videos with all of the socials and everything. But I just want to thank Breezy and Young Link for coming on. I'm surprised I lasted this long drinking all this shit. But you know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead on and end this episode, man. And we will be back. We're gonna try to get on a better schedule for y'all. I mean, I got a million things going on. Link got a million things going on. Breezy got a million things going on. So we're gonna try to get up on the schedule, y'all. If y'all cool with that, you know, so we could get these out to y'all faster, because I saw a lot of people react to that first one we did, and then, you know, Nona was gonna get on tonight with us, but she got sick, so we're gonna definitely get Nona back up on here. And
Nona from Milwaukee, yeah.
We're gonna get her.
I want her point of view on this. Yeah.
So this your boy DJ Killzown Jones, Young Link, Breezy. It's been a pleasure, and we up out of here, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notifications bell so you can tell me upload and go live. Big Killzown, Breezy, Young Link, and we up out of here, y'all. Peace. This is the Beatz N Bitz Podcast. Peace.